Hi guys, my name is Kiera, but here on the internet I go by Hobokiki. And today we're actually not in my Hobonichi, we're in my happy planner, or I guess our happy planner, the journal. And I am just going to be flipping to a new page here. This is for the month of March. I'll be using these stickers from Caress Press. It is an older sticker kit, so I'm sure it's not available anymore, but it was called Lucky Vibes, and I thought it was really cute. I also have these leftover stickers from Let's Get Planned, and I have these overlay stickers from Scribble Prints Co. These are like a gold foil with like a hollow shimmer to them, and they are stunning. It's just like rainbow galore, and I love that. And then I also have this sheet from the Happy Planner sticker book, Papillion, I think it's called, something like that. And I might pull something out of this old sticker book as well. So I am just going to hop straight into the planning side of things. Since this is more of a bullet journal, we definitely need to get some boxes in first because there are no boxes here and I need some kind of guideline. I like to start this journal with a monthly spread just because there's not enough pages to do like a title page, which is what I would typically do. But when you do that, plus the monthly spread, plus your weekly spreads, plus whatever like habit trackers you want to add, maybe a page of quotes, bullet journals fill up really quickly, which is why most people actually have multiple bullet journals for 1 year. I think it's relatively normal to have at least 2 bullet journals for 1 year. So basically half a year for each journal. But I do know people who use 3 and sometimes even 4 separate journals for 1 year. And because this is a journal that I plan on actually giving away to one of you guys, I thought that it would make the most sense to try to squeeze in a whole year. That way you can use the whole thing for the whole year if that's what you want to do. So it's like you wouldn't really need another planner unless, of course, you actually wanted one. And I thought that just made the most sense. But we are going ahead and working on our monthly spread here. I tried my best to make sure I gave enough space, but March is a very full month, so it's still not as big as I would like it, but it will have to do. And speaking of March being a full month, it's just a very busy and hectic time of the year, which is why I actually went incognito for a little bit. I do apologize for the brief absence. If you follow my Instagram, then you know I did kind of check in with you guys because, it's not that I needed to, but I just felt like I had to because we were pushing a week, and then I was thinking I might even push it another week because I just needed some time. And it's as simple as that. I'll leave a little clip of the Instagram story or whatever here. Good morning. It's my son's birthday, and I am using that as an excuse to not be active on social media. So if I am not posting videos for like a week or two, then that's why. But no, the kids are always going to come first in everything in my life. So I just want to make sure he's well taken care of. Of course, spoiled him like a mug. Might or might not post pictures, but we'll see how I feel. But yeah, so I should be back on my video grind sometime this week, posting videos, depending on how lazy I'm being. We'll see. But yeah, just checking in with you guys. Hope everyone is doing great and fabulous. Happy Mario Day. See me in Mario Kart if you need your butt kicked today. Or see my son too, because he'll kick your butt too. Video proof that sometimes, just sometimes, I am active on Instagram. Every once in a while. Anyways, I didn't want to let myself get into the bad habit of not posting for such a long, drawn out time, but I also wanted to give myself to breathe because there's so much going on in March. It gets to be a lot sometimes, and I do know myself enough to know that I was getting close to burnout and I did not want to experience that. So I just said something has got to have a pause. And unfortunately, it was my YouTube, but it's okay. We're here now. I just needed a little breathing room and I'm good. If all goes well, then this video will go up on St. Patrick's Day. Fingers crossed that I was a good girl and I actually did what I sought out to do. Honestly, I wanted to get a couple of videos posted before then, but I also wanted to make sure that I did not force myself into burnout. So my biggest goal here is just to make sure that I get this video up by St. Patrick's Day. Fingers crossed here. Fingers crossed. Um, but yeah, if it is St. Patrick's Day when you're watching this, then happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have a great day today. I really don't know what St. Patrick's Day is about. I'm not going to lie to you. Something about a leprechaun and being lucky. And I know I sound ignorant, but I'm sorry, that's as much as I got for you. I really just like it because there's lots of green, and green is my favorite color. But other than that, I don't really celebrate it. I'm not an well, honestly, I'm not a big alcohol drinker. Like, I will drink socially with my friends, but I'm not bringing it into my home just for myself. And I definitely don't do beer. Like, yes, I will for sure go to Margaritaville with my girls, but I do not drink beer at all. Don't, we just don't mix. I don't see the appeal, but if that is your thing, I hope that you're having a great and safe St. Patrick's Day. As for the calendar portion of this little bullet journal, that's basically it. You know, we put our numbers down, we put our decoration down. I already have my date covers down. I will be marking St. Patrick's Day with this Lexi Kylie sticker. And I am taking out the clovers from this seasonal Happy Planner book. This is a real old Happy Planner book. I'm not going to lie to you. And I was actually surprised at how little shamrocks I had left. I'm like, what? I was actually using these stickers. I don't know why I was so surprised that I was actually using these stickers, but I indeed was. So I only had a few left and I wanted to get rid of them. I know that I didn't want to lean too heavily into St. Patrick's Day because one, I'm honest with you, I have no clue what it's actually about. I'm sure a quick Google search can enlighten me, but at this ungodly hour that I am awake right now, I ain't about to do all that. And then two, it's like I know this is going to one of you guys, and I don't know if you guys even know what St. Patrick's Day is about or even really want it to be celebrated. So I do think this is one of the best kits just because it's like hinting at St. Patrick's Day, but it's not like overbearing and overwhelming St. Patrick's Day. You know what I'm saying? It's really just a lot of green. In fact, I think this is like the most celebratory that you'll see in this bullet journal spread is this monthly spread right here. After we get into the other spreads, you'll see it has really not too much to do with St. Patrick's Day. Not really, anyways. Next spread, we will be jumping into a weekly spread, and I am just going to section it out in 8 little sections here just to give myself enough space for each day of that week. including the first day that's all by its lonesome. We're just going to mesh that day with the rest of the week. I have indeed decided that I wanted to take one of the butterflies from the papillion or papillon. I really don't know how that's pronounced. I know I'll be sounding all kinds of ignorant because it's like, again, a simple Google search and you'll be fine, Kiera. But nah. Anyways, you know which Happy Planner book I'm talking about, the one with all the butterflies in it. I'm taking that and I'm cutting out half of a butterfly, just essentially getting their wing and sticking it to the back of this doll so she can kind of look like a fairy. And I thought this was such a cute idea. I do want to have her sitting upon a box here just to ground her because she is cut in like half of her torso. So adding the box there makes it seem like not so harsh that it's just half of her torso. The bottom part is just missing, you know? With the box there, it kind of just looks like the rest of her body is behind the box. And then I did want to add a cluster, and I am going to make another one at the top right hand corner here. I did specifically choose this one with a keyboard just because it looked like, like you were getting stuff done. You were being busy throughout the week, and it just seemed like a productive decoration box. And let me just say, I do love these little tiny squares. I think they're so cute. What are you going to use to mark in there? I don't know. That's your prerogative. I just think it made a cute cluster. I am just going to handwrite the days of the week here just because I know I don't have enough stickers to go in and make sure I date each day of the week. So some weeks are going to have handwritten days of the week, and I think that's fine. I do like this font mixed with these images. So to me, it was a win-win. I do have more than enough stickers for numbers here though, so I will be adding the numbers for each day of the week. Let me just say that I know I love you guys because ain't no way I'm just gonna hand over my Let's Get Planned dolls. Like, they are one of my favorite dolls, if not my favorite dolls. They're right up there with Tailor Made Creative. I really don't know which one I love better, but I know I have a deep fondness for these dolls. So for me to just stick them down without hesitation, it's like, it gotta be love because I don't easily let go of my doll stickers. After putting down the bow foiled washi from Scribble Prints Co., I decided I needed more color on the page. So what I did, because I did not feel like digging in my washi drawer, that is a project for another time. But what I did do is just take the header off of each sticker page and cut it and kind of made it look like it was its own washi. So that is something that you could do if there's enough color on the page. And it definitely added a punch of color that I was looking for. So I was happy with this addition. I did have these blob-like things left over from the original sticker kit from Let's Get Planned as well. And I thought that they would be cute enough to make like my own little checklist. So I really like how that came out here. I am trying my best to give you guys enough space. Like, I want to go ham with the decorations, but at the same time, I do want to make sure that you can actually use this functionally. So I do think every once in a while adding bullet points, even if it's going to be a journal, is a nice touch just because it makes sure you stay organized. Now, moving on to the next page, which is perhaps one of my favorite spreads for at least this month. The first thing I am going to do is add the washi strip that came with the kit on one side of the page here. And I did want to let you know that I did skip a page here because I already knew that we were going to have like a mini Dutch door situation here. And I just wanted to make sure that it was going to turn out pretty decently here. So I am just going to remove the excess here. I knew for a fact that I wanted to use these little butterflies as like decoration for the Dutch door, just kind of having them hang off and, fly about in this journal here. But I made the mistake of not noticing that some images were flipped and reversed and some images were not. So you can see that first butterfly. For some reason in my head, I thought, oh, I have another one that's flipped and reversed. Yeah. I'm sorry. I I I had to get that out. But I really did think that I had one and I did not. So it's quite an easy fix though. I just winded up putting a different butterfly sticker on the back of that one to ensure that it was still able to fill up that space and then just leave a white blob on uh, this spread. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we actually get finished with this preliminary cutting stage first, which is always so mundane, but it's definitely worth all the excitement, I think. When I noticed this little error, it was actually kind of too late and there was no going back. And I also noticed that I didn't have as many butterflies as I wanted to have. As you can see, the yellow one on this page is kind of by its lonesome, like it's kind of too far spread out. But I figured that it was just going to have to do. I did wind up adding one of those like dash lines behind it, kind of making it look like it's fluttering in the wind, even though I think it's just fluttering to get away from all of this. But yeah, it looks cute, so I added that, and I think that made it look a lot better. I did get frustrated with myself a little bit at first, just for not realizing that I didn't have the properly flipped images here, but it was honestly a pretty quick fix. So, like I said, once I'm done here, you kind of won't even realize that I made this boo-boo. It's just something that, I know, and I guess now you know because I have shared it with you, but it was relatively easy to fix, just finding images that would fit in those crevices here. I did have to put a completely different butterfly in this little crevice right here, but it did not bother me too much. Honestly, it looked good right there. So I was fine. I really was. I thought it looked pretty decent. And then I wanted to make sure that when I flipped the page, the butterflies on the other page, they weren't just standing there stiffly. I wanted to give them a little bit of a colored background as well, but I did not have enough of that pale minty green washi that you see on the right side. So what I decided to do was basically make my own washi with the headers that I had because I rarely ever use headers. And I thought that would make a cute, what is it called? That would make a cute washi. So that's exactly what I did. I just basically made my own washi. Now, does this take longer than the average person? Yes, it does. And that's okay. We're going to try to get it done. In the end, I do like what I wind up doing. Now on the bottom portion of this page, I actually do not like what I wind up doing. I decided that I was going to put two stickers that were pretty similar. In fact, they were more than similar. They were two parts of a whole, basically. So together, they definitely intended on making a scene. And I thought that was pretty cute. So I decided, why keep them back any longer? Let them be a scene together. And that was beautiful. I'm just finishing up my little makeshift washi here, and I am going to wind up adding some foil to it as well. As you can see, I did put those images a little too far away from the makeshift washi that I made, so they kind of just look out of place. And as much as I liked it right there, it was driving me insane. So I did decide to make it symmetrical again by basically making my own sticker. I know that's weird, but it did help me with my process a lot. Once I finally had that to my liking, I decide that I am going to add the date covers and the date dots. The date dots are from the kit from Chris Press, and the date covers are from Let's Get Planned. And this is how it looks all filled out. I'm just adding this box for I honestly don't know what. That is something for you to discover when you get it. Maybe you want to write something personal that happened or an event is happening on that day. Who knows? I just felt like it needed a box there. So a box went there. I added my dash line to cover up some of that awkward space on this side of the page again. And then I am going to be adding this St. Patty's Day sticker on this spread only because this is the week that St. Patrick's Day falls under. So I think it would be most appropriate to put it here. And like I said, like other than this sticker here, most of the stickers in the kit really don't scream St. Patrick's Day. Like it's like a brief nod to it, but it's not like a painful scream, which is why I really liked this kit for this week. I am just adding some function on the side here so you can make this page do exactly whatever it is you need it to do. And that wasn't really too hard, seeing as this is something that I feel like we've done before. I am just going to line the boxes here and let's do the final flip through. So this is the March monthly cover page, and this is the first week. It's cute and simple but effective. And this is the second week with the Dutch doors. How cute. This is probably my favorite week. I really like the text with this page for some reason. Here is the third week. Again, very functional. You can still do exactly what you need to do. This is the fourth week. And yes, there is plenty of space to write. And last week, which is just 2 days. So I gave yourself a lot of space. And I did put this quote, and I had room for a habit tracker. But that's it. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.